Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a practice session today. I'm getting ready for Cat is here. I'm getting ready for some Christmas gigs, and I've added a new instrument to my repertoire. This is a bowed psaltery, a very ancient instrument, dates back to about the second century BC. And I'm just going to practice a little bit. So this is literally practice, working on tunes that I need to learn, that I need to brush up on. Um, so I'll be checking the feed to see about about questions that anybody might have. So we'll see. So this was built by somebody actually in Black Mountain, North Carolina. Cat, a fellow by the name of Tom Fellenbaum, uh, an acquaintance of mine. I have a couple of his dulcimers. He's just a great instrument builder. One of the few psaltery builders in the United States. So let's see how this goes. I think I'm going to start off with something that I kind of already know. I'm getting a lot of light here, but that's okay. Here we go. So that's what it sounds like. You can tell that I'm not used to playing this instrument. This is a new instrument for me, and I'm not used to this. So thank you so much. So I'm going to run through this song a few more times, kind of try to get it in my brain. I do play by ear. I do read music, but for traditional folk instruments like this, there's not a lot of music written for for these instruments. So let's try this again. See? So it's a work in prots. I absolutely give you a closer look at it. There is a closer look at it. This is again for those just joining. It's a bowed psaltery, a very very ancient instrument. Dates back to about the first century BC. Comes from the Middle East. You can hear that Middle Eastern sound. You know, Turkey, Iran, Iraq, that part of the country. Beautiful back on it. That's pine, and I'm not. I think the top is red cedar. I think it is. That's um, a really common wood for an instrument. I actually had planned on doing this live from my phone because I think the sound would be a little bit better. But we'll just do this as we can. And there's Gabriel the dog. He is wondering what in the heck is going on. Let's try that song again. And practice is just repetition. Thank you. I do like the sound of this instrument. So let's try it again. Again, I'm just learning this instrument. So, for the next few weeks, you guys are going to kind of go along on this learning journey with me. I do play a lot of instruments. I play the guitar, the hammer dulcimer, the mountain dulcimer, banjo, piano, trumpet, trombone, a lot of different things. But this is a new one for me, and it's quite different than anything else that I play. Trying to learn some Christmas tunes, so let's try it one more time. So I'll tell you right now, one of the things I'm struggling with a little bit is getting this back and forth motion to sound the way it's supposed to. Instead of being really, it should be really smooth. But I'm getting a little stop at the end of these are called pulls and draws. I'm going to try that same song again to try to get it in my head. You notice that high part, I'm struggling a little bit to figure out where the tune goes. That was a little bit better. Um, what's coming in contact with the string? So this is a bow. It's very similar to a violin bow, just smaller, and that is synthetic horsehair. Now you can buy bows with real horsehair, but probably 80% of the bows made right now are synthetic horsehair. And I'm not sure what the synthetic thing is, but it's a bow just like a violin or a fiddle bow, just smaller and with a different shape. I'm going to try this song one more time, try to get it in my head. For me, for practice, I do much better when I practice shorter periods of time, several times a day. If you know me, you may or may not know this, that I am certifiably diagnosed ADD and dyslexic. So I get overwhelmed really, really easily. So it's much easier for me to practice in short, a little more intense bursts than to map out like 2 hours to practice. Let's try this song one more time, then I'm going to try something else. Doing this in the key of D for anybody that might be interested. That was not too bad. That was not bad for somebody just learning the instrument right now. That was not bad. I can already tell, excuse me, what I need to work on, and that is being smooth. I'm a little jerky with my playing. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to run through this song one more time and kind of concentrate on trying to be a little bit smoother, and then I'm going to move on to something else. So that was a little bit better. Not a lot, but it was just a little bit better. Um, I don't really have a practice list. I'm just going through songs that I can hear in my head since I'm playing this by ear. Buddy, I know I'm busy. I'm not paying. The dog is like, I don't know if you can see him. He's like, you're paying attention to something else, Dad. You're supposed to be paying attention to me. Buddy, I will get to you in a little bit, okay? Let's see. What's another slower? Oh, how about Away in the Manger? I think I can probably hear that. Let's see. Let's see. So how to. So that key may not work for this song. Let's try it. There I was able to work that out a little bit. Yeah, I'm doing this by ear, trying to figure out what key that one in. That is in. That's in G. Let's try it again. Not quite. Let's get there. Now I'm getting it. Could you hear Away in a Manger there? I hope you could hear it. I could hear it. This is a completely different layout than, a dulcimer or a guitar or something like that. So it's really a challenge getting my mind to go from that. Let's try that one again. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it a little bit. That was a little bit better yet. You know, the secret to practice for somebody like me is simply repetition, repetition, repetition. I'm blessed with a pretty good ear, but for a new instrument, I'm pretty happy with the way that this is going. I'm going to try that song one more time. That one, there's an interval in there that's I think it's a minor fifth. I think if I'm hearing it correctly, that's throwing me for a loop. I'm gonna try that one more time. So we've done Silent Night, got a good feel for that song. Let's try this one. I need to make notes of what key I'm playing these in. A little better yet. Can you tell that this instrument has a little bit of a chimey sound to it, which is kind of interesting, and it's staying in tune really well, which I like. Trying to think of what other might be a simple. Oh, let's see. I was trying to get Jingle Bells dashing through the snow. Can't figure out. Maybe I try it in G. Nope, that one's not going to work. Maybe if I tried it in C. Nope. Maybe I tried it in low C. C. That's not going to work either. So I will have to figure out what kind of key to do Jingle Bells in. Again, for those just joining, this is a bowed psaltery. I'm teaching myself how to play it. A very ancient instrument, dates back to about the first century CD or BC, not CD, BC, and just kind of doing a little bit of a live practice session and chat here. I've worked my way through Silent Night. I've worked my way through Away in a Manger. So, a pretty good start on this instrument, playing by ear. I am going to try each song one more time and probably call it quits for a little bit before I get overwhelmed. So, let's try Silent Night. And I think I got it in the wrong key. I think I did that in G. Does anybody remember? So got it pretty good, pretty good. We'll try it one more time. Not bad, not great, not bad. A good start for somebody that's just learning this instrument. Not a lot of instructional material out there for an instrument like this. I'm going to do. Does anybody remember? Oops, I don't remember what key I did away in the manger. Was that in G also? That was not bad. Hopefully, you could recognize that song. Kat, you have stuck with me through this entire thing. Brother, I want you to know that I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to try this one more time. Then I think it's time for me to let my head clear a little bit. I'm going to try it one more time. I know I said I said once, but I'm going to try it one more time. Well, that was not awful. It was not great. Um, oh, those are great questions, Kat, and I appreciate that. I'm going to put this back in the case. I've just always been fascinated with um, ancient instruments, and part of that is that this is literally a biblical instrument. David played the psaltery, a little bit different than this one, but I've been fascinated with biblical Middle Eastern instruments. So, um, and I like instruments that nobody else plays. I like playing the oddball instruments. As far as Bible music, biblical times, there's only a couple of instruments that really have not changed. One is the psaltery, one is the hammered dulcimer. David also played a dulcimer, and one is the cymbal. So, like the other instruments in the Bible, the harp that's mentioned in the Bible, nothing like the harp that we see today in concerts, and the trumpet, nothing like a trumpet that I play, nothing like the trumpet in an orchestra or in Chicago or Blood, Sweat, and Tears or whatever. So, always been interested in these oddball instruments. Well, that's going to wrap this practice session up. I'm going to try it again, maybe this afternoon, just impromptu, perhaps from my phone. I think it may work a little bit better. Buddy, I know. Do you want to come up and say hi? Gabriel, the Wonder Dog, wants to come up and say hi to everybody. This is Gabriel, the rescue dog. For those that have not met him, he is just an amazing. He's more human than all the humans that I know. So anyway, Kat, I will see you on Twitter after a while, and probably Blue Sky. But thanks for hanging out. And yeah, Kat, you build woodworking stuff. I wonder if you've ever built a musical instrument. We should have that discussion sometime. We'll catch up with you all later.